Haha. Welcome back to Ancient Stoic Secrets, where timeless wisdom guides modern men to true strength. Thoughtful. Today we uncover a secret most men miss: how a woman truly measures you when the door closes behind closed walls. It's not about your looks or money, but how you show up in those raw, quiet moments. Long pause. Imagine a moment where everything else fades, and only your true self remains. No applause, no mask, just presence, sighs. Many men rush to impress, but real power lives in calm intention. Have you ever felt the difference between a man chasing validation and one who simply is? Stay with me and let's explore how stillness transforms connection and respect. Part 1. Presence over performance. Thoughtful. Most men treat intimacy like a game, keeping score with every gasp or silence. But real connection isn't a contest. Imagine a man who touches with care, not ego, who gives freely without expecting praise. For example, when she's tense, he doesn't rush or demand, but listens with his whole body. That presence creates safety. Like a slow dance instead of a race, he follows her rhythm rather than leading for applause. Cuckolds. Have you ever noticed how a calm person draws people in naturally? That's the kind of presence women remember long after words fade. Part 2. Reading the language of the body. Thoughtful. Words often hide what the body reveals. A raised shoulder, a quick breath, or a subtle shift can speak volumes. Think of it like learning a secret language, one that most men ignore. When a man notices these silent signals and responds gently, he becomes a sanctuary, not just a partner. For instance, if she hesitates before a touch, he waits instead of pushing forward. Science shows syncing with her rhythm lowers stress and boosts connection chemicals. Next time you're with someone, ask yourself, are you hearing only words or the unspoken story beneath? Part 3. The power of stillness. Thoughtful. In today's fast world, we rush everything, including intimacy. But what if slowing down was your greatest strength? Imagine two people breathing in sync, each pause stretching the moment. Research shows slowing your rhythm lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and increases oxytocin, the trust hormone. This deepens connection and makes every touch feel like poetry across skin. Many men miss this because they fear losing control. But true power lies in stillness, in letting moments unfold naturally. Have you tried slowing your pace to truly be present? Part 4. Emotional safety as the foundation. Women don't crave perfection. They seek peace. Thoughtful. Emotional safety is the quiet test she gives without saying a word. Picture this. Plans change unexpectedly, but you stay calm, steady, available. No frustration, no neediness. Studies prove this steady presence is the language women read as love and trust. Imagine being the man who listens when she's fragile, holds space without fixing, simply being there. That calm constancy builds a deep foundation where vulnerability can bloom freely. Ask yourself, do you offer calm or chaos? Short pause. Part 5. True leadership is calm guidance. Real leadership isn't control or dominance, it's calm clarity. The strongest men know their values and create space for her voice. Think of a captain navigating a storm, steady at the helm but listening to the crew. He doesn't silence or overpower, he guides with grace and confidence. For example, he initiates plans but invites input, holds boundaries without anger. Women sense this balance deeply. Have you experienced a leader who made you feel safe and empowered? That's the kind of man who earns respect beyond words. Part 6. The art of deep listening. Listening is more than hearing words. It's tuning into what she's not saying. Imagine catching the quick catch in her breath or the hesitation in her voice. This radical listening requires patience and humility. For instance, instead of jumping to solve problems, you simply hold her feelings with care. This transforms a man from performer to sanctuary. Have you ever felt truly listened to without judgment? Practicing this kind of attention builds trust that lasts beyond any argument or doubt. Part 7. Stillness as a radical act in a fast world. In a culture obsessed with speed and noise, choosing stillness is rebellious. Imagine walking through a crowded street, but moving deliberately, calmly, drawing attention without saying a word. This presence cuts through chaos. A man who slows down composes moments, not chases thrills. For example, rather than rushing intimacy, he lets it unfold with patience and care. Can you embrace stillness as your strength? This quiet power turns fleeting encounters into lasting memories. Part 8. Authenticity pulls stronger than performance. When a man stops performing and starts being genuine, his true power shines. She remembers his calm confidence, his patience, the way he lets her unfold naturally. Picture meeting someone who isn't flashy or loud, but simply real. That authenticity is magnetic. In a world of showmanship and quick impressions, being real stands out. Have you been drawn to someone just because they felt authentic? That's the power of presence rooted in truth, not ego. Part 9. Consistency builds deep trust. Big gestures impress briefly, but consistency builds trust. Imagine a man who shows up every day, calm, patient, steady, no drama, no overreactions. Science shows this kind of emotional constancy is the strongest predictor of lasting love. For example, he listens calmly on bad days, stays available when she's distant, holds steady when life shifts. That's the man who becomes her anchor, her safe harbor. Ask yourself, do you show up as steady and dependable as you say? Part 10. Becoming the sanctuary she chooses again and again. The rarest men aren't remembered for dominance, but for presence. She opens to him not out of need, but trust. Picture being the calm in a storm, the quiet center where she feels safe to be herself fully. This stillness invites respect and desire naturally, without force. Women often share stories of these men not by name, but by feeling. The one who made time disappear, whose silence spoke louder than words. Are you ready to be that man? The one whose presence she seeks again and again? If this message speaks to you, it's time to rise above ego and performance. Here at Ancient Stoic Secrets, we believe true masculine power is quiet, steady presence. Subscribe now to join a brotherhood mastering this rare strength. Share this video with someone ready to lead with calm confidence. Remember, the greatest leadership shows when no one's watching. Stay present, stay strong. See you in the next video. Part 9. Consistency builds deep trust.